attending this holistic health program every week. So it was this program is going very nicely, and so every week we are able to hear new information from sir. So it's very happy to be a part of this program. So thanks to
Nice,
health
nice,
program.
Didi. Thank you. Maybe the information always existed. We were not aware of it.
Right.
So we are getting more and more aware of ourself, our body, and our holistic health. So thank you, Didi. With this, I'll hand over the session to Sundar Bhaiya so that we can listen to him more. Thank you. Ji Bhaiya.
Thank you, Manisha ji. And last week we were discussing about these principles, basic fundamental principles which are governing our own body and self. So we were discussing that the body is a material unit and the self is a conscious unit, and body is gross, self is subtle. So body utilizes this self utilizes this body as an instrument, and when the self is having right understanding and right knowledge about how to use this body in such a way that it will never fall sick and it will always stay healthy, then it can use this body to achieve the actual purpose of the self. So the conscious unit is self and the material unit is a body, and both of them are in coexistence always. So then there is the coexistence with the body is always there. There is an interaction between self and body, and this interaction in the form of exchange of information only. So always information exchange is taking place. There is no material transaction which is taking place between the self and the body. So with the help of the sense organs in the body, the self pays attention to and reads the body signals, processes these signals, interprets these signals, and always self gives instructions to the body: do this, do that, do this, do that. Whether the self is aware of what is right, what is wrong, or if the self is unaware of not having the right understanding, still the self always gives instructions and uses always the body like a tool instrument. But a self which is having a right understanding will use the body in a right way. So it is very important for us to understand that body is not controlling the self. Self is only controlling the body. Most of us say that my body is not allowing, my body doesn't like this, like that, something like that. No, body just gives information. It says, see, whatever you are eating, it is sweet in taste, sour in taste, hot in hot, cold, something like that. Whether you like the sweet or you dislike sweet, that is all there in yourself, not in the body. Body just gives you information. After that, whatever you do with the information is all dependent upon your preconditioning, your understanding, your assumptions, all those things. So, but this coexistence is there always between self and body. And there is self-organization, the self. Just like there is self-organization in the body, body always maintains that harmony inside. All the organs and organ systems, cells, each and every cell works in harmony with the other parts of the body. Similarly, self is also having this self-organization. Someone should unmute their mic or something like that, or my problem with my side, I don't know. Okay, the self has a need for happiness, and this happiness should be continuous. This is something which is very deeply in UHV classes. So the need of the self is happiness, and this happiness comes from various feelings like respect, trust, affection, love, gratitude. So many things are there, and when there are right feelings within the self, then it leads to happiness, it leads to harmony in the self. If the right feeling is not there in the self, if there is always a wrong feeling, if the self is having negative feelings inside like opposition, anger, and it leads to unhappiness. And when there is unhappiness in the self, it leads to so many physical ailments directly, because self and body are always in coexistence. So it's very important for us to maintain the right feeling always in the self. So we need to understand that this right feeling, right understanding comes from, continuous, awareness. So this, like, am I only getting this disturbance, or is it audible to everyone?
No, yeah, the disturbance, a little disturbance is there. Maybe I'll just try to see if any of the mics are unmuted where the disturbance could come from.
Yeah.
But right now there is no disturbance here.
Okay. Yeah. So there is this principle of coexistence with other human beings and nature. So there are other human beings, other organisms, and this nature, and always human being is in coexistence with other human beings. We have wonderful relationships around us. We interact with other people. We interact with other organisms. As I told you in the last class, we have more organisms than the number of cells we have in our own body. So,
Where is this voice coming from? I really do not know. Yes, Bhaiya, there was some background voice.
Yeah. So all mics are muted only. I don't know.
Yeah, even I can see all the mics muted.
Okay.
Yet maybe some interconnectivity is.
Something like that. The weather is not good here. I don't know.
Ma'am, if you can.
Yes, please. Yes, may I know who's speaking, please? G.
Good evening, I'm Murali Krishnan. If you can mute all the mics of the participants and only can open during Q&A, it would be easy. You will not be getting the disturbance.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry for the disturbance. So then we have this principle of coexistence with other beings, other organisms, and with the nature. So there's wonderful harmony inside our body with other organisms which are already present inside our body. They are all protecting this body. Billions of microorganisms which outnumber our own cells live in our own intestines, and they take little nourishment from the body, but in return they give a lot to us. So there is already harmony between our body and the bodies of these microorganisms. Similarly, this harmony is also there between us and all other material and conscious units, all the units in the universe, not just other human beings, not just other animals, plants, even the material units like oxygen, water, sunlight. So continuously we are taking nourishment from all sources, and also we are giving back. It's not like we are not giving back. Only when we don't have the right understanding, we tend to disturb the harmony which is already there. So the nature itself is like, the wonderful way in which we exchange things, exchange energy, exchange information. All this coexistence which is already there has to be maintained. Unfortunately, we disturb the nature, we cause disturbance in various planes, and then we feel bad about depletion of the resources, and disturbance in the weather, and global warming, and lack of fertility in the soil, and so many other things, because we don't know how to maintain this coexistence, maintain this harmony which is there, and it's getting disturbed. Whenever we enter, then the disturbance is happening. In our hospital, we try to take an initiative. We thought, like many other people, we also thought we will not bring in any kind of plastic into the hospital in the form of whether we go to the shop or we purchase something, we only take paper bags or cloth bags, nothing else. We will not bring plastic inside our hospital, so we will not put outside plastic outside. Similarly, we have removed all the chemicals normally which we use in our house. Like we don't use floor cleaner, we don't use toothpaste, shampoo, soap, we don't use detergent, we don't use dishwasher, we don't use surf or ring to wash the clothes. So we have removed everything from this hospital. And when we have applied for this pollution board certification, they asked us for do you have a sewage treatment plant, do you treat the water which comes out of your hospital? We said we just direct the water to the agriculture, all the whatever we are doing the agriculture, we direct the water because the water is so good. We use herbal tooth powder, herbal bathing powder, and we use bioenzymes to clean the floor. We use bioenzymes to clean the bathrooms. We use bioenzymes to clean the dishes. And of course, these are some ideas. I'm just speaking about maintaining the harmony, which is already there. All we have to do is we should not disturb. Sometimes we, because of lack of resources, lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, we pump out so much of negative energy, negative chemicals into the universe, and they all get disturbed, and in turn it comes back to us. So when we understand that this harmony can be maintained, we can coexist with other human beings, other organisms, with nature, with universe. We will find ways in innovative directions so that we will stay happy and healthy. We will also make others, we will also make this universe a safe place to live. So we need to understand this coexistence and harmony, which is already there, which is already present. So, and there is this principle of free choice in self. So in interacting with other units in nature, the self is free to make a choice regarding its response. We always have a choice. Body is not having any choice. Body is absolutely not having any choice. If you give a good food, it will take it and nourish itself. It will give a bad and junk food. It will try to protect itself. And if it is not able to do it, it will give up and it will get damaged. It will get degenerated. It will get, fragile, and it will, cells will die on their own. So this happens because body has no choice. It can't choose the right food and wrong food. Only the self is free to make a choice. Okay, so while body's response is definite, it is fixed, and the body does not have a choice. And the response of the self can be decided by the self. So the self decides its response based on its acceptances, which are definite. When we look at, when we are speaking about this fundamental health principles, these are universal. These are universal. Once you understand, once you know and understand and try to put them into practice, you will know that these principles are universal for every one of us. Our guidelines to practice them, the way we put them into practice might change from person to person, place to place, time to time. But these principles are universal. Once you understand these principles, we have right choices to make. And once we choose the right things to do, we will be able to keep our body in harmony, ourselves in harmony, and also the universe in harmony. So it is very important to understand that we have the choice to stay healthy. We have the choice to keep our health in our own hands. We have the choice not to outsource health to hospitals or doctors. It is our choice. It is our right to stay healthy. It is our right to keep our own family healthy, our society healthy. And all we have to do is gain right knowledge, and with that right knowledge and right understanding, put them into practice daily. That itself will keep us always healthy, and that we can all together lay the foundation to a healthy society. Okay. So to sum it up again, the body is a material unit, self is a unit of consciousness, body is gross unit, and self is a subtle unit. Whether the self is aware of what is right or wrong, or whether the self is unaware of what is right or wrong, self is always a unit of consciousness. So it is our responsibility to become aware of what is right and what is wrong. So self is the central to human consciousness, human existence.